husband will come to her behalf, chilling
knock
at
on the
home,
bedroom
and come and say, hi, I have been looking for you, and the universe has brought me to your doorstep inside your bedroom.
Let's get married tomorrow.
Let's go and get married.
Yes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. We made it to 2021.
Yay!
We made it.
Cheers. Coffee.
Important for this cold morning.
Yeah.
By the way, I think CJ's have the best mocha I've ever had. Not sponsored, not anything. It's just facts. Anyway, welcome guys. Thank you for sticking with me up until this point. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're an old school subscriber, thank you for being here. I thought my first video of the year would be something that I actually talk about a lot with my inner circle, which is setting intentions, manifesting what you want, that sort of thing. And I thought I'm gonna put that out there because not only is it scary and I need to do more things that I find scary, but it's also a way to sort of encourage you who's watching. If you have a goal or a dream or something and you're shy or you're scared to speak on it, that it's okay to speak on it regardless of how big you consider it to be. So I'm going to do that with my bestie. We're going to talk about our goals for the year, our intentions for the year. And so yeah, welcome. This is Julia. I'm sure all of you know Jules, her from Over 25, from It's Related I Promise, from her tiny channel, the Glow Up Beauty Bar. She's doing mad things and I love it. But anyway,
thank you. Hey,
so,
am I really doing all those things?
You're doing mad things, yeah. Yeah, so I'll start with my first intention, which is career-wise.
Yeah.
As you guys know, if you've been following me on this channel for a while, I moved to Kenya from Australia last year. I left Australia just before the pandemic happened, so it was a situation where, I guess, wrong timing, but I don't want to call it wrong timing because I don't believe in coincidences or accidents. So I'm in acceptance that the universe or God wanted me to be in Kenya at that particular time. I just don't know why, okay? And that's why the not knowing the why is where I struggle, but I'm trying to practice to more surrendering this year. All right, so career-wise, I want to get an income from my creative endeavors, especially. But my goal for the year actually is to have a podcast, start a podcast. I've wanted to start this for a while. I talked to you about it, and I've just been putting it off because I'm just like, oh, I don't know who I'm gonna do it with. What is the topic gonna be? Just like a lot of negative self-talk, self-doubt. But this year I'm gonna put everything out there. That's what I want. That is the goal in terms of my creative life, because I'm a lawyer as well. I'd like to work in employment law again or find a way to make a living out of that. So that is my goal career-wise. So what's something that you're
okay, so
looking at doing this year?
So mine is goals. I had written my goals for 2021 already because there's something I'm doing with Dr. Vundi, who is she's a medical doctor. Yeah. But now she's doing her, I think it's called residency or what? The one now after the 5 years of uni. Now you start doing a focus. So Dr. Vundi, but then now her focus right now, or whatever she's studying, is psychology, because she wants to get into the psychiatric space, mental health space, wellness space. If you go to her YouTube page, she's just called Dr. Vundi on Instagram, VUNDI, and she had this thing, she has this course, I don't know if it's a course or what, plan your 2021 and write your goals for 2021. And she combines it with a little bit of a therapy session to understand why do you want this goal. Because I don't want you to sit here again and you're like, okay, this one I didn't achieve, or this one I achieved, so now what, kind of thing. So because of that, I'd already written down my goals for 2021. I realized I never achieved any of my goals. Like the ones I really want to achieve, I never achieved them fully. I'll maybe get to them maybe 10%, 20%, 50%, 70%, but I never come back and say I did this and this.
These are your new year goals.
These are my new year goals or my big goals. Like I've not yet achieved anything I want to achieve. I feel like I know I've achieved a lot in my life, but those are not things like I intended
Interesting. What
Yeah.
kind of resistance are we?
Exactly. So that was an eye-opening thing for me. And I hope that this year I'll be able to achieve all my goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amen.
So my first intention for 2021 is to read a book every month. So I've always wanted to be a better reader. I usually start, like last year I think I only finished 2 books beginning to end, but I have like 8 books open. Not to that thing for to reach for the stars so that when you fall on the sky. Me, I really don't believe in that. I think set something that
you reach for the ceiling here.
Yeah. Set something that even when you're doing it, you're like, of course I can finish this. I can finish this. It's an achievable thing, and I don't start creating resistance towards that goal because I'm feeling like it's too big.
Okay, so then the second area of my life, which is an area I've probably neglected for a very, very long time, is my love life.
That's true.
Let me tell you, neglected is an understatement.
Shush.
I'm not shushing. This babe just focused on her career. I mean, good on her.
Yeah.
And then I was like, so how is your love life? She's like, I'm like, but we are who? A priority.
So it actually is, and I realized I have to make it a priority because I didn't think about it in the sense that, yes, I knew I wasn't focusing on my love life, but I didn't think I actually have to intentionally make it a priority, meet people and date and find out what I like, what I don't like, and all of
She thought her husband will come to her,
she knock on my bedroom
and come and say, hi, I have been looking for you, and the universe has brought me to your doorstep inside your bedroom.
Let's get married tomorrow.
Let's go get married.
Let's just say I neglected that area of my life for a very long time, and I want to be intentional about it. I want to create a delicious relationship, which is what Abraham Hicks refers to all the time, like delicious relationship. Fun. I think career and love life are my 2 major goals and focus for this year, to be very honest.
Right.
So because I would like to get married, I want children, so now my intention is to manifest that relationship and manifest that kind of future for my love life.
Another intention for me this year is to paint. I haven't set a goal for that yet because I'm still doing this exercise with Dr. Wundi. I realized I'm quite apprehensive about paint. I used to paint, like you guys know, this is my work. There's paintings in my room, in the house. My mom has my stuff all over. But then I stopped painting. And there's one day I was listening to a podcast. It's called the Creative Pep Talk, but it's a very dope podcast. And this guy said something, and I was like, oh my god, that's why I stopped painting, because there's a trauma attached to that time of my life. And as much as my painting skills got so good, I was very lonely and alone. All my friends are at work, and then me, even if I paint and I go start my painting, like I was just alone for most of the day, and then I was feeling so lost, and I was feeling so unsure, and I was feeling so, it was just a lot. There's a mental block. So I'm really hoping I can paint. I don't want to push myself too much, but I really think I should push myself, because this is a gift from God.
Because it really is.
It is a gift. I know that for fact. Because every time I'd paint and I'd look back at my work, I imagine I used to feel like that's God who has painted. That's a weird thing to say.
It's not weird at all.
But I think it's like
it's flowing through you. You have to be like a trance-like state, because I feel like painters, you guys have to almost leave yourself and create on the canvas and stuff like that. Another personal goal for me is to write more this year. I'm a writer as well, and I've done freelance writing, creative writing, and I want to focus more on that, my writing, this year. So that's part of wanting to get money from my creative endeavors, is to write more. So the next one is in terms of friends and family. I want to be a better sister, I want to be a better daughter and a better friend, a better godmother, a better auntie, all those labels. I just want to be better. And I think and I know what I need to work on for that is my patience. I tend to lose patience a lot,
You're so patient. What do you mean?
I'm patient in relation, maybe in comparison to someone else you might think I'm patient, but I'm actually not patient in terms of, my brother Alex told me this, I see things as black and white, but I need to see color. I don't see color. I don't see the color in between things. And he was like, it's either if someone has wronged me, they've wronged me, and I deal with it that way, rather than analyzing the context, what happened, the compassion. Anyway, I know I struggle with patience. That much I know for sure.
Not with me.
I do. I really do. And even with myself, I'm not patient with myself. Okay. Which is another struggle that I have, because I'm just like, why am I not making money the way I want to make money? Why am I not working the way? So I'm very impatient with myself in that sense, and I want to become more patient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright. I want to publish a video every week on TLC. That's my tiny little channel, and that's the actual name of my channel. It's called My Tiny Little Channel. I always do things very like, I hate being pressured, and it's actually good to mention this because she connected me to a psychic medium, and I did a reading with him last year. That thing changed my it gave me so much affirmation with what I'm doing and my life choices. And one thing that guy told me, he's like, you need to practice your gifts every single day. And he's like, not only just because you need to, but because the more you practice, it gives you confidence. He said the where he sees my future in the media or whatever, he's like, I'm going to need a lot of confidence, and confidence only comes from doing this a lot. So he said to me, confidence is a major ingredient for what he sees in my life. So I need to do it every day. And he said, the more I do it, he's like, this is going to give you more motivation to continue doing it. But you have to start showing up for yourself every day. He kept on saying, you need. Sometimes you get very demotivated. And because I'm not lazy, but then sometimes I'm just like, is there any value to this? I'm not even touching anybody's lives. I'm not making any impact. Even though I can see I'm getting to like 10k subscribers, I'm just like, but really? Maybe I should just like do something else. Maybe I should just leave this country and go be working McDonald's. Like, God, I know. I just go into a spiral and then I don't shoot. You know, and then I just end up doing other things, trying to fix other bullshit in my life when I should be working on my gift. So I need to publish more, connect with people more, create more.
Okay. All right. Lifestyle. This will be the year, I've put it out there, this will be the year I finally get to my goal weight, which has been my New Year's resolution for too many years. It's
already happening. This bitch is losing weight. I'm like, wait, about chill.
Yeah, so actually last year was my most active year. I haven't been as active consistently as I was last year, and I'm very proud of myself for that. And I want to continue that, but be more intentional about it, because last year I was sort of working out because I didn't have anything else to do. So I was like, okay, I have a whole day in quarantine, in isolation. What's 1 or 2 hours working out? Surely I can work out. So I was doing that, but I wasn't intentional about it. And this year I want to be intentional about it, because I want to be intentional about the results. Right?
I'm gonna challenge that. Because of the stuff we consume. The Abraham Hicks stuff and stuff. Look, the fact that you are not putting pressure on it is probably why it was so successful. So
I didn't look at it that way.
You know what they say, like once you start sorting things into piles and you kind of fuck up with the flow. So I think the same ease that you approached it is the same ease. The ease is important, because when you come in there like, I have to do this, you start building resistance blocks in your mind, and it affects.
And that's something that actually really I'm the same. I don't like if you tell me something forcefully, Jesus Christ, I go the opposite direction. So that's actually, thank you for pointing that out. The ease is probably because I didn't struggle. I actually didn't struggle with it.
That's what they call the art of allowing. You're like, I didn't even try. I wasn't trying to lose weight. All I did was start walking to work, and then I started feeling the urge to go to the gym, and then I started to, and then it becomes this thing, and that's what it should be. But
that's what it should be.
There's all this thing of put your goals down and you need to work on it, you need to push them. Imagine that doesn't work for like a majority of people. Me, that definitely doesn't work for me. I don't like that kind of energy. But that's my. I think find out how you can implement that into your current, because she's already like, I'm like, today I was like, see, I can't keep telling you you're losing weight every time I see you. I'm gonna start getting jealous. I'm not jealous because she's losing weight. It's because I've always wanted to lose. I'm like, how come people are losing weight and I'm not?
Well, listen, me, if I was complaining in that body, I'd be happy. But anyway,
everyone has the issues. Mine other one is walk my dogs twice a week. Personally, we have 2 dogs. They are walked every day, but thank God we have help. I used to walk them all the time, but nowadays I'm just like, see, they are good. Then when they've been washed, cleaned and walked, then they can come hang out with me. And that is not
how a pet.
I really want to just connect more with my pets. I've been in my head a lot this past year, and I want to get out of that and just be present with my animals.
I can't relate to the animals.
Okay.
Finances. So for my finances, I want to earn more than I ever have between now and age 35, which is next year. I turn 35 next year. Now, this is what I was saying at the top of the video, which is it's a mountain of a goal, right? Especially considering I haven't had an income since I landed in this country last. It's a mountain of a goal because also I don't know the why, the how, the when, the where. Like, I don't know that. But all I know is this is what I want to manifest. I want to manifest more finances or more financial freedom than I've ever had in my life. And it's up to the universe to figure out how that will happen. But that is my intention, and I'm gonna put whatever I can put behind that in terms of my own effort, in terms of looking for opportunities or presenting myself for opportunities. But at the moment, I don't know what the opportunities are, but I know that that is what I want for my finances.
And I'll talk about my finances as well. I have a figure goal, like an amount. I don't think I'm willing to share that, but I want to be able to have X amount of cash net coming into my bank account every month, whether it's passive or non-passive. And if it's not passive, my intention for this year is that everything that I do that's bringing me back money is something that I am into, passionate about, and I'm enjoying. Is a creative process for me, right? I also want to put more effort into the Glow Up Beauty Bar in terms of posting more to find ways to improve that, especially with Glow Up, and be more intentional and not to be shy or of pushing Glow Up on my personal page. I need to just be cool with that.
Don't minimize anything that you're doing. Like, and then my final goal is to be a homeowner by 35, which is next year as well.
Ooh, girl.
That is a goal for me.
35 next year.
We are. No, you're 34 next year. I'm 35 next year.
We're getting old. Yuck.
I know. But I don't even like the age thing. Is just I actually find that this is the most beautiful age for me. Like, I love this age. So anyway, that's another goal for me, is to be a homeowner by 35, either here or in Australia somewhere, but to be a homeowner.
Exercise, movement. Nowadays, when I was younger, I used to work out just to lose weight and be skinny. Nowadays, I do it because it's like my time to be alone with my thoughts. It's like a form of meditation to me, and listen to my podcast in peace and to feel good about myself. And I want to be doing 10k steps every single day except the weekends or except Sunday. So I want a more active lifestyle, and I want to, and my intention is that I figure out how to do it in a way where I don't feel like I'm pushing myself and forcing myself and hate it. So clarity and progress on my broadcast and media aspirations. It became very clear to me last year in 2020 after after everything that we went through, isolation, whatever, and I started creating more content, and I had more ideas for shows I want to do or whatever. I was like, okay, clearly I think I want to be in this media space. I want to create content. So I've always said I wish I had a team. I had a production team, and we come up with the ideas, we look for clients to come and jump on board, but I don't know where to start with that. But I'm happy that is what I want. Like, I've never known what I wanted in life. You know what I mean? What is like,
you never zeroed in.
I never zeroed in, and it's taken this long. It's taken this long, but despite the fact that I don't know how to get it, I am so grateful that I know what it is I want. All I wrote here was clarity and progress on my broadcast and media aspirations. Just clarity and progress. Do
you know what I heard from Abraham Hicks just now? Thinking about how like when we were kids, our parents do everything for us. They wash our clothes, they feed us, whatever. And then all of a sudden at a certain age, they're like, what do you want to do in life? And it's like you've come from everything being done for you to all of a sudden having this pressure of, and especially in African culture, having this pressure of, do you know what you want to do? And if you don't know, this is what we're shoving down your throat. You're a doctor, lawyer, like. But I found that so interesting that we go through a huge chunk of our lives where everything is done for us, and then at some certain point we're supposed to know what we want to do in life. Whereas, like Abraham Hicks was saying, you need to trust children with their gifts and their talents and what they lean towards very early.
What they lean towards.
Very early in their
trust
life.
What they lean towards.
And then see how that unfolds, rather than putting this pressure on them at a certain age of, now you finished Form 4, now you finish high school, you need to know what you want to do.
Meditate at least 4 times a week. Before, my goal was meditate every day, but I've realized it's just sometimes it's not possible. But it's not. I want goals that are chewable and chunkable, like things I want, that they don't overwhelm me. Now what research is showing is that habits are not created by repetition. It is the feeling attached to it. So when you feel like you can achieve 10 sit-ups, you're gonna continue. So that was something that was very important. That's why I'm saying things that I can do 4 times.
Like okay.
And then I said have an income of X amount a month. I've already said that. The 2 things I just added as we were talking was manifestation. So there's this whole movement around manifestation. I've taken my time with that because I feel like it's one of those things that can be easily become toxic messaging. Like you can do anything you want, you can achieve, and all those things that unnecessary pressure in life. And I know there's been some negative conversations around the manifestation movement, but I want to try and get into it with with an open mind and just cautious optimism, because I want to learn how to manifest more. But I think I needed to get ready to be ready for that, in the sense of just understand, because I just don't believe in just writing things at 10 times a day and then thinking about them and then they'll manifest. There's a lot more work that goes into it. All the resistance blocks.
I feel like for me, where I go wrong, or rather where I disconnect from it, is not practicing it daily. So you know how like Abraham Hicks, Tony Robbins, anyone who does this work, they always go get into you should meditate every day.
The person always says, do you meditate? Even Abraham always asks, do you meditate?
That's how you silence your thoughts and get direction for what you need to do in life and that sort of thing. So I feel that my struggle, which is also something I want to work on, is connecting to source daily, or as frequently as I can. And not just ignoring it until I have a problem. Then I'm like, oh God, help me.
I started meditating now. So my final one is, and this is a big one for me this year, is protect my energy by the people I keep around me. So I want to connect more with like-minded people. Now that I know who I am and what I am, and it's taken me 32 years to be like, oh shit, this is me, right? Now I want to look for my own tribe and people who are like-minded, people who are in the same stage of life as me, and who are just creative people, open-minded people with love in their hearts, and they're all about good vibes, good energy, and they're in careers that they are enjoying, people I can look up to, and then distancing myself from people who give me that, oh, so that's what you do, critical people who don't support me or uplift me, people who I've noticed, there's people around me sometimes I feel like there's like a jealousy thing they have that I don't get. Let me tell you, me, I think I'm so different. When I notice somebody is weird, I'm like, why are you like that? Because I'm not like that with you. Why are you like that with me? So, and those are people, so many people who I've still kept around, who I know are so critical. They're waiting for me to fuck up or to fail in my life, and they're happy that I have not achieved my goals. They're not happy when I'm doing well, when I'm soaring, but when they are, they're happy, and they're not happy. When they are, I'm happy for them, but I don't feel the same energy back, or even I don't feel any support from them, whereas I'm trying to support and encourage and even brainstorm, let's do this for you, but I don't get the same back. And now that I've been able to zone in on that, I'm just going to distance myself from negative energy, and then also be, because to some people I'm sure I'm the negative energy, because maybe there's something they represent in my life that I project negatively. So, and I know that. I know there's people who I'm not the best for, because there's something in their life that I'm still dealing with, that I end up being a bad friend or a bad person around them. So I'm also distancing myself from those people because I don't want to fuck up their energy. I need to work on whatever that shit is. So when they are going through whatever,
real good self-awareness.
I can really tell. I can tell, okay, this one is not good for me, but for this one I'm not good for them. And it's not their fault. It's me.
It's no one's fault, really.
Just not ready for that kind of connection or that kind of whatever, and I'm not the best friend to them. So I'm distancing myself from that, and I'm walking towards people who I know will love me wholeheartedly, in spite of my imperfections. And so keeping like-minded people around me, and being receptive to those who love me and want to see the best for me.
There's this website I went on a few years ago. It's like send an email to yourself.com or something like that.
That's it?
It's
I think you told me
I told you about this.
You sent something. You saw me this like years ago.
So I usually send an email to myself on my birthday. So my birthday is in July. I usually
I would just explain to them what.
So what it is it's basically you send an email to yourself in the future, right? So you're sending, so for example, you send an email to yourself today, but you set the date in the future that you want to receive it. So I was, at that point, I was doing every year. So I was sending myself an email every year, and just, it's almost like a diary entry where you put down your thoughts for the year, what you want to achieve by that time in the future next year, and then you forget about it obviously because this is a year, and then after a year you receive an email from yourself and you see how, you know, how the thoughts you had a year ago can be so different from your reality,
right,
either in a good way or a bad way. And it also shows you how much changes in a year. So let's say this year, you know, your email to yourself is oh, corona happened, I lost my job or whatever. A year from now your story could be completely different, but because you didn't document it, if you don't journal or whatever, you're not going to know, or you're not going to have that to look back on.
You're not able to appreciate the
growth. So that's one tool that I would recommend for you guys.
Can you leave it in the description box?
I'll leave it in the description box below. Try it out, tell me what you think. Try it out, tell me what you think.
I'm gonna do that,
because you and I can review like this video a year from now, and see where we're at with those goals. But that's something that I'd encourage you guys to do as well as we wrap up this video. And remember something that Tony Robbins always says: for human beings to survive, we need to grow. If you don't grow, you die. And so if you're growing, like even how Julia said, if you could do 5 push-ups today and 6 tomorrow, you're growing. So that's something that can keep you going when you think, oh, I'm not making as much progress, and especially in the age of social media where comparison is such a thing. Just remember, you are growing if you're doing something small daily to reach your end goal. So don't give up and don't lose hope. So all right, I think this is it for today's episode. Happy New Year, guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Please subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, like, share this video, share with us your intentions for the year. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
Bye.
Subscribe.